And they did this in two ways. One, they sought to have the actions of the college and the scope of the investigation reviewed by a court. So what they basically said is, we don't agree that the college has this kind of extraordinary power. We think that when there is justification for an infringement of privacy in order to fulfill a greater objective, which is the protection of patients and for the public good, then they do have this power. But that power is triggered when the legislative requirements are met. And the legislation, which the CPSO is bound by, is, as Paul mentioned, the Health Professions Procedural Code. So we're going to call that the code, and the Regulated Health Professions Act. And both of those legislations stipulate that a registrar can initiate a complaint if there are reasonable and probable grounds to believe that the physician has engaged in misconduct or is incompetent. And usually that evidence is some sort of harm that's been caused to the patient, some sort of injury that the patient may have suffered that perhaps the patient is not aware of, but maybe another doctor in their circle of care is aware of, or perhaps someone who is close enough to know that injury, but not based on speculation. What we really have here is 8 sources of complaints against Dr. Kilian, basically suspecting that somehow when an individual obtained an exemption to the COVID-19 vaccine, that they were somehow harmed or injured by the provision of that exemption.